Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a differently styled video. I've been kind of wanting to do more sit down stuff and talk to a camera, and I thought this would be kind of a funny, cool video to start and break the ice. If you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you know that at least for the past year I've been doing guitar content and like little compositions that I've been doing at home, just posting those. And back in the day I used to do Minecraft videos, but this is completely different. Today we're going to be telling a story about when I was in high school, like senior year of high school. It's pretty funny, I think, so let's just jump right into it. And also, for the sake of the fucking channel and the name or whatever, it's called High Society for a reason, right? So I'm gonna roll a joint. I'm not gonna smoke it on camera because I don't want YouTube to get mad. I'm just gonna play it safe, but I am gonna roll a joint throughout this story. We got some Deadhead OG, some pretty decent OG. So let's get to it. To set the stage for the story, back in high school, I never really smoked pot, did really anything crazy. I drank a little, normal shit until I was 17. When I turned 17 was the first time I ever smoked weed. Fucking had the worst experience of my life. We can get to that in a further video maybe. Worst experience of my life. But few months after that, I was already a pothead, right? It just kind of how it goes. So this story in particular takes place in February of 2018. My homie was turning 18. He's now my best friend. And at the time, we knew each other and we started hanging out because of smoking weed and doing shit like that. And, he didn't have a car, even though he was older than me. I kind of was the only one that had a car at the time. So when I found out when his birthday was and all this shit, I was like, yo dude, let me go pick you up at work, right? And just like, let's hang out. I'll call up some homies, we can chill. And you're turning 18, bro. Like it's a milestone fucking age. So he agrees and we decide to, we're like four dudes, right? And we're like, yo, let's go grab some stuff and hang out. So we decide on getting a 20 sack, which at the time gave us about 4 grams. And we were like, oh shit, dude, this is gonna last us like 2 days. Fucking naive kids, right? So we go and get this 20 sack, and my homie calls me up while I'm rolling a blunt, and he's like, yo dude, where are you? And I'm like, dude, I'm rolling up a blunt because I'm going to go pick you up. We're going to have a good time, this and that. And he's like, okay, that's great, dude, but I've been waiting for you for about half an hour already. I thought you were on your way. I'm like, dude, I thought you got out like now. And he's like, nah, bro. I'm like, shit. So I put the blunt on hold and I speed to his job to go get him, right? I go get him and he's kind of pissed. He's all like, oh man, you fucking left me, waiting for about an hour, you fucking dig this and that. I'm like, but I got you, dude. I got you, dude, and I got weed. So we're good, right? So once this happens, it kind of turns into a weird night. Because, we're most of us are underage. He's the one turning 18, but he's not 18 yet. And we're like, dude, where can we go to smoke this? What can we do? So we decide to go to this random ass like baseball field just to smoke weed, right? So we pull up and we roll up or finish rolling up the blunt. We roll it up, this fucking disgusting loose ass, no integrity blunt. I mean, telling you, like, there was a stem like sticking out. It was a mess, but we had to smoke. Nobody knew how to roll a blunt, much less a joint. And we didn't have a pipe, so this was our only we had nothing else to do. So we smoke this pamper ass loose ass blunt, right? And we get high because even though it's dirt mid ass Reggie, we're in high school, man. Like, this weed is fire for us, right? So sick. So we smoke about, I think, maybe a blunt. I don't think we even rolled up anything else or nothing because we got sketched out at the baseball field because like some cars were pulling up and stuff, and I'm like, shit, dude, we should probably like bounce because I don't want nobody pulling up on us, like reeking of weed and shit, and we're plus in my car, so I'm like, we should just bounce. So we decide to head out of the fucking baseball field and go to my homie's house. He's like, yo, let's just go home. My mom's there. Like, his mom knew that we like smoked and chilled, so she was kind of cool with it. And little did I know, I didn't know she had friends over. So we drive off this baseball field, and I'm driving because it's my car, and I feel fine, feel decent at least. I'm chilling, listening to some music, some tunes, if you will. I'm driving down the fucking freeway, right? And right as about I'm getting like to the entrance of the mall, because we decided to go and stop and get food before that. I didn't mention that before, but we were like, oh, let's go get some Burger King, right? Munch on that, and then go to his house. So we're pulling up to the fucking mall, and I just start feeling weird. I'm like, I feel kind of heavy. I don't know, I feel weird. So we go into the mall, and I like gradually start driving slower. And mind you, I'm driving, so the steering wheel's right here, right? And I'm just fucking like this. I'm just like, okay, wait. I really have to like close my eyes and focus to see what the fuck's going on, because I'm losing it. So we get to the Burger King, and I don't even get to the drive-thru. I just put this bitch in park, and I tell my homie, I'm like, get out of the seat. And he's like, what's going on? Like, why do you put it in park, bro? And I'm like, I need you to get out of the fucking passenger seat. And he's like, why do I need to get out of the seat? And I'm like, because you're driving. And he's like, why am I driving? I'm like, because I can't drive anymore. I don't feel well. I feel like I'm gonna puke. Like, I don't know what's going on. I just kind of want to get out of the situation, and you're driving, because I decide so. I don't trust these motherfuckers driving my car, so you drive. He's like, all right, whatever. He gets out of the car. I get out of the car. I don't know why I didn't just like fucking jump over the seat, but I decided to get out of the car, walk around up to the passenger side. Once I'm on the passenger side, I look at this dude. I look at my homie, and I'm like, this is the car seat, right? And I'm like, bro, how do I get in my car? Here I am, the only one with a car, and I don't even know. I'm so fucked up and high, I don't even know how to sit in my own car. Which, it's stupid, because we just smoked a blunt of Reggie, dude. But anyway, regardless. So, I finally get in my car. We go up to the drive-thru. My homie's like, yo, let me get you at least some fries or something. Get your blood sugar. I don't know what. You need to eat something, right? To fucking calm down. Just calm down. So I'm like, okay, just order me some fries and like a soda. I don't really want to eat right now. I kind of, So, we get that as we're driving on the drive-thru. You drive in a drive-thru maybe fucking 5 miles an hour. You're not really even pushing on the gas. Dude, I felt the car was going like at 50. And I was like telling him like, bro, you need to slow down. Like, you're driving way too fast. And he's like, bro, I'm like at 5 miles an hour. He parks, right? We get the french fries, whatever. He parks. As we're sitting there, I'm like, he just like force-feeds me some french fries. He just gives me french fries, and he's like, yo, eat this because you need it. And I'm like, okay. So I start eating them, and the feeling the french fries gave me in my mouth, I'm telling you, there was nothing grosser than that. Like, honestly, there was nothing more disgusting that I can think about right now, because I was so fucked up. The fries felt like worms in my mouth. Like, the texture of the fries felt all like gushy and slimy and slippery, and I legitimately started saying like, ew, 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 what the fuck, and I just like threw the fries down. I'm like, I'm gonna just drink soda. This debacle happens in about maybe 20 minutes, right? I'm just sitting in my car, like fetal position. I don't like the fries. Fuck this. Fuck my life. And so my homie's like, yo, let's just go to my house, because I don't know what else to do, man. You losing it right now. I'm like, fine, let's go to your house, because his mom knew that we smoked weed, and she knew that this is what we were gonna do tonight, or like that night. So we show up to the house. She's there, obviously, it's her house, and she has 2 friends over. 2 friends and his mom, and we just pulled up like 5 teenagers reeking of weed, and I'm losing my brains. So we walk into the house, and I don't even acknowledge them. I'm just like, hey, what's up? I'm like, I don't feel well. I'm just gonna sit down. I sit down on the dining table, and I just put my head in like my arms, and I'm just like, fuck, make this go away. Shit, I don't, fuck. And so my friend's mom looked at me, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't feel well. We smoked a little. I don't know what happened. And he's like, I don't know, we gave him fries and shit, and he just hasn't calmed down. And she's like, just give him water, start giving him water. And I'm like, all right, I'll drink some water, some nice H2O, some hydration, fuck the liquor that they were offering me before. I rather fucking, do this. So I'm sitting there drinking water and just kind of like trying to compose myself. And this woman, like my homie's mom's friend, she's probably like in her 30s at this point. She's all done up, she has like fake boobs. She's like, like one of these women. And they're all like kind of drunk and drinking like wine and shit. And she's like, oh, like, I don't know how she got into this topic, but she was all like, oh, you need somebody to like take care of you or shit like that, right? And she's like rubbing my back and stuff. She starts saying like, oh, this kid is so cute. My homie's mom is like, yo, don't get any ideas, he's a virgin. And she just opens her eyes like she fucking saw glory, man. She was like, oh, he's a virgin. And I'm sitting there just fucking trying to just like this, just like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on? Like I feel all fucked up, my brain's about to fucking melt, what the shit's going on? And this lady, she's just like, oh, so you're a virgin? I'm like, yeah. And she just started rubbing up my leg, like just straight up. She just like put her hands on my leg and shit, and she's just like rubbing my leg, trying to get me to like make a move. And I'm like, yo, I don't feel good. Like, I just don't really want to do this shit, man. Like, I feel comfortable. Like, there's like fucking 10 people here. Why are you doing this now? And so she's making all these like statements like, oh, come to the like room with me, let me take care of you. I have a friend next to me, and he's like, dude, go for it, you should lose your virginity right now. And I'm like, bro, I don't feel good. First of all, I might nut in 2 seconds with this woman, and on top of that, I feel like I'm dying, so I don't really want to do that. And he's like, dude, if I were you, man, I would be all up in her, I would be all over her. I'm like, go ahead, take her away from me, I don't fucking want to do this. So I just kind of like lay my head back down on the table and just kind of forget about it, keep drinking water, and the situation just kind of dies down. And I don't know, like maybe half hour later, I kept drinking water and just kind of started feeling better. And it was just getting later. And so one of the homies there, he lived like close to my house, and he was like, yo, let me drive you home. Or like, let me drive your car, let's go to my place, you can stay over, and you can drive back in the morning. I'm like, yo, drive my car to your place. If I feel well from your house, I'll drive it to mine, because it's not even 5 minutes. So he's like, okay, let's do that. So after this whole debacle, the lady finally leaves me alone. My friend's mom is scolding him for letting me smoke all that weed, which wasn't all that. It wasn't a lot of weed. It was just I hadn't had a lot of experience, and I just tripped out. And I just kind of like look back, and I'm like, this was a crazy situation, man. I don't even know what to think. So we get in my car. I get in the passenger side. This time I do know how to get in the car. So I do get in the car, and we just drive off, man. We drive off, and maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes into the car ride to his place, I told him, hey man, pull over. And I just threw up. A bunch of water and like, the little bits of french fries that I had eaten. And that was kind of it. Like, I threw up, started feeling better. He drove to his place. Once we were at his place, I was like, yeah, I can drive from here. Like, it's 2 minutes to my house, I'm gonna be good. Waved him off, drove. It was legitimately 2 minutes from his house to mine, but I probably made that 10 minutes, because I was just still just assimilating everything, and I was just like, yo, I need to make sure we good. So we were good, and I got home safe, but it was definitely a crazy night, and one for the books for sure. Who knows how that would have gone if I wouldn't have been fucked up, or if anything. But it was definitely weird, because it was my friend's, like my friend's mom's friend, and definitely way older than me, and she was just kind of hitting on me while I was fucked up, and I was like, yo, this is not cool. Are you just hitting on me because I'm fucked up, or are you hitting on me because I'm young, or what's the deal? Either way, not cool. And yeah, man, that's just kind of the story of how I almost sort of lost my virginity like on my friend's birthday, but not really, because I was just way too fucked up. It was one of those times that I remember back on and being like, I wish I could get that high again from just a joint, but at the same time, I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that shit and on the fucking bad trips when it comes to weed. So yeah, man, that's just kind of the story. I did roll that joint. It kind of came out kind of weird looking, but I'm gonna go smoke this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, like the video, share it with a friend, subscribe, check out the other shit that's on the channel. Comment on this if you would like to see any content like this further on. I really kind of enjoyed doing this, so let me know. I think that's all. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.